Lydia Thorpe is back. Did you miss her? I certainly didn't. I don't know where she was, but it was lovely not having her around for a few months. Really peaceful, I'd say. But of course, she wasn't going to leave us hanging for too long. She is back in a big way, and last night, she came back into political and public life by shutting down the Senate. Yes, she never does things by halves, this woman. So basically last night, the Senate had their meeting. A Liberal person was speaking. Lydia Thorpe decided that she wanted the floor, got up, started speaking over everyone, of course, because she has zero consideration, cannot read the room at all. The president told her to pipe down. She didn't do that. She kept talking. Now, what she was talking about was this situation between an Indigenous mother and son. The son was in custody for a crime. He died in custody. I'm not exactly sure of the details around that case, but Lydia Thorpe was reading a statement from his mother. I believe it was about how her son was mistreated in custody. I'm not sure if it had any relevance to what was being discussed in the Senate at that time. I think that she just wanted to say it, and she was being denied that opportunity because it probably had nothing to do with what the Liberal senator who had the floor at the time was saying. So the president kept telling her to be quiet, to sit down. She didn't listen. She kept speaking over the top of everyone. At one point they muted her microphone, but then she just yelled. This woman has no boundaries. She is like a screaming banshee. And we've seen her do this 100 times before. It's not like she was particularly passionate about this cause, so she did something out of character. No, this is classic Lydia Thorpe. She's done it a million times. She just can't read a room. She needs all attention on her at all times. She's like that very frustrating and annoying child in the back of the class who just refuses to listen to the teacher, disrupts the entire class, and then eventually everyone has to compromise and sacrifice because of this one person who's just ruining everyone's lives. This is exactly what happened in the Senate last night. And I mean, what can you do? Drag her out of, that's probably not allowed anymore. And imagine what she would have done if she was physically dragged out by a security guard. So what did they do? They had to leave. The entire Senate was adjourned because she wouldn't listen. Take a look at it, you'll see the ridiculousness for yourself.
President, I was about to conclude my remarks in...
Senator Polly, please resume your seat. Senator Thorpe, I have ordered that you no longer be heard. Please resume your seat. Senator Polly, please continue.
As I was saying, President, I was about to conclude my remarks on what I think was...
Senator Polly, please resume your seat. Senator Minister Watt?
Thanks, President. I move that the Senate now be adjourned.
So the question is that as moved by the Minister, is that the Senate adjourn? All those in favour? Against? The Senate is adjourned.
Yeah, screaming banshee is a pretty good description, right? And not only that, she was so disrespectful to the president. She said that Senator Pratt, who's the president, was asleep in the chair, which is a completely false statement. I don't know where she pulled that from. Other senators said that it was a ridiculous statement, that it didn't happen at all. She was not asleep. That's just insane. So she pulls these things out of thin. She besmirches the character of serious politicians and she causes havoc, and eventually literal democracy has to stop for a while because she's causing chaos. This is the height of rudeness. Lydia Thorpe has been so troublesome for so long. I don't know why she's allowed to be a senator. You know, other politicians are struck off for receiving a bottle of champagne, yet Senator Thorpe has caused the most chaos to our democracy, our parliament, than anyone else, and she's still allowed to be a politician, getting taxpayer-funded money. Why? Why is it one rule for her and another rule for everyone else? She's said terrible things about this country. She's burned flags. Every single political party hates her. That's why she has to be an independent now. She's nothing more than an attention seeker. She makes a mockery of the parliament. She doesn't take her job seriously at all, and yet she's on this really handsomely paid salary. For what? So she can draw attention to herself some more in parliament? Like, no, that's not what a politician should do. In any other job, if you acted like that, you would be fired immediately. She's been given chance after chance after chance, and probably the only reason she is still in parliament is because people are scared of what she's going to do if they get rid of her. Can you imagine the meltdown she would have? It's sexism, it's racism, it's misogyny, every single thing under the sun. Everything except for her own actions. She never takes accountability for what she does. I don't know why we're humoring this woman anymore. All she cares about is herself. She does not care about the future of our country. And mark my words, this is just the first of what will be many meltdowns in Parliament from Lydia Thorpe this year.